What's up, guys? It's your boy Nerd Hobbs back at again with another video, and yes, I am filming this part of the intro and outro of this from my last video. So I'm filming this on the next day from my last video, so January 27th. And yes, I am wearing the same shirt. I am sorry about that. But today we have the video I said you guys were gonna see. You'll probably be seeing this maybe January 27th, maybe not. Depends. I like just to post, you know, I give my videos every gap. And we have the Successful Maiden. The Successful Maiden. I like a card from the original Maiden up in the top. I hope I'm pointing in the right way. I don't know if it's this one or this one. And yeah, she's a beaut. She's a beaut, guys. She's an absolute beaut. And I love this thing. Now I think about this thing more than I think about my Skylark, and I like my Skylark a lot. She's a speed demon. I'm not setting her up to do tricks or nothing. So I'll be flying. I fly in stabilized mode with the Zod co-pilot all the time. I never fly in manual mode, and because I've tried flying in manual mode, even with well, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys know this from the last video. If you guys watched my last video, even with the low rate switch that I installed into my remote, it still is out of control. And so I fly stabilized all the time. And if you guys are wondering, stabilized and this plane is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They just work together like it's no problem. Now there's a couple things that I have to go into before I let you guys see the footage. What I'm going to do is I am going to do the same thing that I did with the E-Sky. I have a recording of my very first battery that I've flown with this thing. And I'm going to edit that up, and then I'm going to come back and I'm gonna watch it and then commentate with you guys on it. And then after that, I am gonna show you a couple nice clips that I got over there. And the reason why I'm doing this is because when I was recording over there, it was all messed up. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know how I was gonna edit all that. So I am gonna, edit up the, because the footage that I got was I don't know, 6 minutes long, and I'm probably not gonna talk there for 6 minutes. Maybe not. If you guys have seen this, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. And I will edit it on my computer, and then I will rewatch it and then I'll record me rewatching it and commentating on it, because I pretty much know it. I remember everything that happened. It was literally 2 days ago. And then I'll show you clips of some flybys, me talking about stuff. And if you guys saw my last video, you guys saw the auto launch demo. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we go to the outro, and then that's pretty much it. So like I said, I am putting her up for speed. Obviously, if I want to run the stock setup, I could just get a 4S, but I don't really have space for a 4S. So this thing's going to have to be strictly 3S. But if we can upgrade the prop, maybe we can get some more speed out of this thing. Like I said from last video, I just got some Gen Fam Hokies. That's what they're called. They're drone props, but they're a 5 by 5.5 by 3, so the pitch is 5.5. It's still a 5-inch pitch, and it's a tri-prop, so more power, more pitch. More thrust because of the more propeller and more pitch. So yeah, let's go on to the OSD footage, and it's actually not that bad. I don't think it was that bad, but I will point out some stuff that I saw and stuff that you might have to do as well if you try to do the same thing I did. And yeah, I'll see you right there. Little editor's little introduction, pardon. One thing I forgot in the intro was, or what you guys just saw the intro, was I did record an intro at the field. So I'll be posting, I won't be posting that. Actually, I will be posting that. And then I have a little ground station overview, and then I have the OSD overview. So I'm sorry about this video. It's a little mixed up. Next time I film a Sonicmodell video, I'll make sure to have the appropriate clips and the appropriate, filming spots and all that stuff. So this video is going to be a little mixed up. I hope you guys don't get confused. Just focus on the flying. Thank you so much. And on to the DVR footage, or the intro I made on the field, then the ground station, and then the DVR footage. All right, see you there. What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Nerd Hobbyist, back at again with another video. And today, as you can see behind me, we have the second Maiden
of the Sonicmodell mini air ring running a Zod Copilot inside. And I'm not as nervous as I was because if I did this correctly, I will be showing you some DJI Mavic drone footage. The first footage you guys are gonna see from the Mavic of where I'm flying, except for last time where I'm flying. And when you guys are on my hat, I'll show you the rates that I put on everything. Everything is lowered, like I said I would do from the last video, or not the last video, but like the video from 2 months, the first Maiden, that's what I mean. And yeah, right now I just got some things. I got the monitor set up. I'm actually gonna just show you my ground setup. You guys never seen my ground setup, especially for the East guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a quick, like a minute, just going over everything that I have. It's pretty much just a mess. It's just really, that's really the ground station, and then my transmitter, all that stuff, and what it looks like and all that stuff. So I'll take like a minute out of the video. But let's just hope this thing does well, man. I'm literally gonna get so pissed. I'm gonna get so pissed if it doesn't. I will show you also like what my backpack looks like. I did some Instagram stories, so if you guys link to my Instagram down below, and you'll see what my backpack setup looks like. It's actually very, very neat. And getting to the island on my bike, which is like right behind me, you see the wheel behind me. With this thing in my backpack, it's like it's not there. So whenever I get the good days, and if my mom doesn't take me over here, because if you guys didn't know, this island is literally across an entire bridge. So I have to bike up the hill of that entire bridge, which is super long. I was sweating in like 30-degree weather. I'm not even joking. The back of my jacket has the proof for it. But if my mom doesn't take me, if I don't go out with my friend Empty Fishman, then this is what I'll be taking with me. If this mating goes well, if everything goes well, I'm hoping. This is like, I have another plane that I have to Maiden, and another plane I have to Maiden, but like this is the one that took 2 months to get fully operational. I lost a couple things. I was waiting on Banggood for a couple things, and now everything's ready. AliExpress a couple things, and now everything is ready. So I'm gonna show you a quick ground station overview, and then I will put you on top of my hat, and then we will see how the flying is going. Now I will be using my monitor for now, but I'm gonna see how that is. I might switch over to the goggles that I brought with me, my VR07 Pros. You can't see them, but like I actually brought them. And if it comes to me using my goggles, I won't show the footage. But if I'm using my monitor, all I'll do is I'll record the screen. So if I ever look down, I'm gonna show you the exact point where I look down, where I hope I can do that. If not, I'll show you line of sight first, and if line of sight doesn't work well, I will do that. And yeah, and now there's a kid walking towards me, I think. I am not sure. So let's do the ground station overview real quick. Oh, let's just hope it works out well. I'm gonna kill myself if it doesn't. All right, so quick ground station. We have the eSheen monitor with a triple feed patch antenna. It's huge, Pagod antenna, and a 2S battery powering it or charging it at the same time. It's already fully charged. So the drone, we have my Zero Pros waiting, my Mavic waiting, my bike, and then all the little bits and pieces. The head mount and my controller with all the modifications, so it's very bulky, as you guys can see. Yeah, it kind of looks like what's his face? RC Test Flights, like like remote, when he uses like his Dragon Link and like his like LiPo in the back and all that stuff. And yeah, batteries in there in the LiPo safe bag, and it's pretty much just lining everything up. I'm gonna go set up the satellites over there. I'm gonna go put the plane over there so that return to home is around that point, not just here where there's trees and stuff like that. And everything should be well. So I'm sitting here. You guys should be seeing me, I hope. And I'm sitting here, got the Sonicmodell right behind me, and I am looking directly at my screen because I just edited up the DVR footage. It's like 5 minutes of DVR footage, and nothing too crazy, and it's very simple. There's no OSD. Obviously, it's not my ASW28. It's not my E-Sky behind me. Couple things you're gonna see once I start the FPV footage is the signal booster I had.
I had some time to test with it, and I'm pretty sure I need to test it with a different plane. Maybe the receiver, the like FlySky B receivers, because like I wasn't getting terrible range, because obviously I was flying the plane behind me, and yes, I did have the stock antenna on, but like I feel like the stock antenna wasn't really doing anything, if that makes sense. So from now on, if I'm gonna fly a plane that I'm not going straight in front of me and just keep on going straight in front of me, I am gonna be using a 2 dBi antenna, and I will be buying those. 2 dBi antenna has omnidirectional, viewing. So I will be buying a 2D antenna, 2 dBi antenna, and so if I'm flying like this thing, or like mostly this thing, because this thing is going to be going behind me because it has return to home. And I'm gonna point out a couple stuff that happened here, and stuff that like I can see, stuff that I'll explain of why it's happening and all that stuff. So so let's get into that. So 3, 2, 1. Video has started, and you guys should just see the footage. And there we go. I just launched. Very simple launch. Return to home works perfectly. And you see those lines, those lateral lines that go across my screen? That's when I throttle up. When I throttle up, you'll see it. But it's in return to home mode now. I'm like still processing that it's actually flying correctly. And if you guys saw from the Sonicmodell video, the first one, it's not oscillating anymore. The tail doesn't go up and down. Obviously, I wasn't using FPV in that Sonicmodell video, but yeah. So now I'm in stabilized mode. And stabilized mode is very, very stable. Only problem is I have to lower the gains just a little bit, because we'll see in the future. But so far, just doing a left-hand turn, nothing crazy to like talk about. You'll see that what's it called? When I throttle up and there's wind, it starts to flutter like it did. Like right there, it's fluttering right here, because not only am I throttling up, it hits a little bit of wind, and then it overcompensates. So I lowered that when I got here, when I got to my house, so I gotta fly it next time. And I forgot to bring my flathead to, to adjust the pots. So I pretty much had to use it standard. That only happens when it hits like wind. Literally only happens when it hits wind. So like if I go full throttle, it doesn't do that. But once it hits winds, it overcompensates. So yeah. And you can just see the skyline of where I'm at. This is Randall's Island in New York. It's a very big public, you can see there's another field back there. That's actually where I crashed my plane, that darkened little field over there. And, you can see the water. I think I'm in return to home, and if not, I am just like flying in a circle. You see that island. That island is definitely my goal with the ASW28. I want to go to that little island over there, where you guys just saw, and come all the way back. And I think that's definitely going to be my goal. I will be standing in that corner of the field, as you guys are pointing at right now. And yeah, everything's going fine. It's smooth. Everything is very smooth. And you can see the lateral lines when I throttle up. That can indicate to me that my motor is working, which is good, because now that I ordered the new props, I'm hoping that my motor doesn't burn out. Obviously, I would hear it. I would hear the motor not spinning up, but still, it's also a good thing, because next time I'm flying this with my goggles. I have to fly this with my goggles. There's a little low pass right there. Obviously, I'm in the corner where there's a lot of trees, and there's also fences, so I can do like a extremely low pass. But next time I go, you see, there we go. Just hit wind, full throttle, and it's overcompensating, thus causing it to flutter. Still not like FPV. Like, I can see FPV through that. I was actually looking through FPV at that exact moment. But literally, once you throttle down, which I am about to do like right now, I'm about to throttle down, and you'll see how clear it gets, and boom, there. Clearer. Once it gets out of the turbulence, it flies beautifully. So that island to the left is what I definitely want to do with the ASW28. Not this plane. This plane is more of like a fast flyer, cutting through stuff like that, all that stuff. And next time I do fly this plane, I will be using my goggles, because it was just so fun. So here we go. You see the video, for an $8 camera, you can't really go wrong. You can make out a lot of stuff. So you don't have a problem. So now I'm over the water right now, which got me a little nervous. Obviously, with the 6 dBi antenna I was using on my antenna booster, I didn't get any signal. So like the stock antenna was barely working. because I'm not pointing the plane at it. So I'm gonna use like I'm gonna get 2 dBi antenna, and I'm pretty much gonna use that every time I use a plane that has to go multi-direction. And here we go, it's fluttering again. But if I'm flying like the E-Sky or the ASW28, I'll use like a 6 dBi antenna, 12 dBi antenna, just to go straight and far. That's if I'm doing like far range, you know, some practice. And this is glide right here. I am gliding, and you can just see that it literally glides beautifully. Now I'm back on power, and it hits a little bit of turbulence, and it shakes a lot. I did lower the gains, so this is going to be no problem. And it's going to be no problem. This little low pass, this little low pass. This actually, I think this is the same low pass that's in my thumbnail. So if you guys see my thumbnail, that's where I got the thumbnail from. I think that was from that pass where I was going slow and I throttled up last minute. So yeah, once it hits turbulence, it flutters. So definitely gonna lower the gains, but once you let go of the throttle and it gets out of that turbulence, it looks like that. This thing was hard to land. This thing was very hard to land, and oh, that's manual mode. You see manual mode, it's super out of control. So I went right back into stabilized. Yeah, I'm not flying in manual mode. I don't need manual mode. I think stabilized works just a-okay. So I am not flying manual mode in this thing. Barely any, ever. Like, barely ever. This thing glides really well, guys. This thing glides really well. And we're coming up close to the end of the footage. And this thing glides extremely well. And it took me, I had to pretty much like turn in circles with no power on just to get it down. So this is the end of the footage. So I wanted to end it off with a nice little, you know, viewing of me in the corner. And now you guys should be seeing me. So this thing glides very well. I cannot fault it. It literally glides amazingly. I'm pretty sure I got the CG right with the LiPo batteries that I got. I'll link the build overview up in the card so you guys can see exactly the LiPos that I bought. They're actually 1500 milliamp LiPos. So actually I think I lasted this flight for like 7 minutes, which is amazing because considering that the motor is pretty much always spinning. I barely glided this whole thing. So yeah, the antenna problem, 2 dBi antenna. I'm gonna hope that's gonna be the solution for like planes like this where it's gonna be flying behind me and like multiple directions, not just far. Obviously, when I fly my ASW28, which is right in front of me, and my E-Sky, which is behind me, and if I want to go far, I'll put on a 2 dBi antenna. So I just have to put the correct antenna for the correct situation. And she flies well. She flies absolutely well, and I can't fault her at all. Obviously, like I said, I had to lower the gains. I already did that when I got back home. It's only the elevator gains, not the aileron gains. The ailerons were just, whoa, they were rock steady, man. There was no left or right, none of that stuff. It was just elevator gains. And the gliding as well, and the speed with the stock prop as well. I just can't wait to get those tri-props. I actually ordered two different tri-props. They're both drone props because that's like the only way you can actually find 5-inch, you know, tri-bladed props. So let's just hope that they don't burn out my motor. I'm not really worried about the ESC because this thing does like 20 amps with the stock prop, and it has a 30 amp ESC. So I just hope it doesn't burn out the motor. This is a 2400 kV motor, so it could potentially, but at that speed, it should be getting cooled enough. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a couple clips that I recorded or that I got from the videos, and that's pretty much it. All right, so the clips are coming up now. I don't know how many I'm going to post. I don't know how many good ones I have, but just some highlights from my phone on the ground and in that corner. So yeah, I will see you with the clips.
As you guys know, the wingtip ends are glued on, and if I do that, then they're definitely going to come unglued, as you guys can see from the footage. By the way. So it was when battery's definitely dying. I gotta take her in, but look, no hands. And yeah, she's flying, man. The circle radius is absolutely monstrous, though. Oh. No. I just realized I forgot to hit record on my monitor. I was gonna do some drone footage, but like my hands are freezing. I just want to get home at this point, and I had to, you know, you guys want to see when I have to bike back up? You see that? You see that bridge over there? I have to bike that all the way back to the other side of my island where my house is. So with that said, I am gonna see you in my table, and we'll talk about it, even though I am very mad that I forgot to record the DVR footage of the second battery, which pretty means second flight. I am gonna go pick it up over there, and I'll see you there. Well, you guys just saw everything I just showed you, from the DVR footage to the ground station to the multiple clips that I had, the fail of me forgetting to record the better flight, which was the second battery. I felt like I was flying a lot more loosely. I was doing quick passes and all that stuff. Forgot to record the DVR footage, but I still got some clips with my phone. You know, shout out to my phone, man. Samsung, you know, that 4K video, you can't go wrong with it, honestly. I love it so much. And yeah, I had to bike back up that mountain. It feels like a mountain, up that bridge, and I was sweating in like 20-degree weather. I swear I was sweating. My jacket had sweat on it in like 20-degree weather. But yeah, this will be a plane that I will take when I'm biking by myself, when my mom can't take me, or if I don't meet up with my good friend MD Fishman and his parents take us. I will be bringing this plane to fields that I want to bring it in. Obviously big fields like this one. I have no problem with the biking. It's just tiring, because at the end of the day, I'm getting the satisfaction of this flying as it should be. Next time I do want to go out, I want to see if I can find some like trees to go through. I know it's a little risky, but this thing is just so dialed in. I think it would literally be like no problem. As you guys saw, the ground station, it's just basic. It's nothing crazy. I don't have a antenna tracker, nothing like that, because I don't need one. It's the pagoda antennas work perfectly. Remember what I said about FPV noise in my builder review? It literally went away. So I don't know what that was. I guess I played with the little like switching between the channels and bands things and everything, and it just worked up out of nowhere. So FPV is good on this. Speed's good on this. I can't wait to get the new prop. Some other things you guys saw was what was it? Look, I'm just searching. I literally just finished editing everything. The 2 dB antenna talk. So like I said, I will be using a 2 dB antenna with that signal booster. I do believe the signal booster does work. So you guys should get it. But I linked that. I put a card up for the ASW build overview, because that's where I linked up the signal booster. And yeah, she's fast. She's perfectly balanced. And got a new prop for it so she can be faster. And she's tough. This is EPP. And yeah, it's great. I love this thing, and I know this video was completely mixed up, but I feel like I edited it to the best of my abilities, and to me it looks good. You guys, I'm filming this after I just finished editing it. To me, it looks good, and I hope you guys feel the same. It's a longer video. I'm sorry about that, but I've been waiting 2 months, guys. I've been waiting 2 months to get this thing even a chance back into the air. I had to buy a couple stuff for it. And just wait for nice weather. And that day was that day. It had like 6-mile-an-hour wind. And if you guys want to see everything before that, behind the scenes of before I do anything, go to my Instagram. Links down in the description. Go to my Instagram, where I post pretty much what I'm going to do. And if you go to my Instagram and you go to my stories, like my save stories, you'll see me in the backpack that I take on this thing. And it fits perfectly. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Nothing really much. Hope it wasn't too confusing for you guys. I will be having little like stamps, as you guys see in most of my videos, where like you guys can skip to parts of the video and it'll have like a title there that YouTube does. I do that all the time. And all the cards up, you guys will see the cards in the corner. I'm not sure if it's this corner, that corner. And I just hope you guys have an amazing day. Keep driving, RC.
keep flying, RC, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. And don't crash your wings. Trust me, it's not a good feeling, but if you do crash your wing, you better get that redemption, because the redemption's always the better feeling than it pretty much taking off for the first time. I might be wrong, but whatever. All right, see you guys later. Peace.